Hello, YouTube! Today, I will teach you in Go, tesuji. Yes, tesuji, you heard me. Capturing in tesuji. Kageyama always said, if you want to capture a stone or stones, hold up 2 fingers and say to yourself, can I capture with net and can I capture with the ladder or the Atari? A net, as you can see in this picture, is a technique where one or a few stones are captured by blocking exits. The basic form of a net is the number 1 in this diagram. The marked black stone cannot escape if black plays A. Then white answers at that little B sign right there. Then if black plays at C, guess what? White answers at D. Means he wins all those pieces because he answered the net. That's a net. That's the first net I'm going to show you. I'm about to show you second net. Watch carefully though. Okay, for the next net. As you can see in the picture, a slightly more complicated net is number 3 in this diagram. Yes. Try to check for yourself that black can indeed not escape after this move. Well, let's try. I'm going to move black right to the right of 2. White will answer to the right of that move. Black will play to the right of the move under 2. White answers. Black pushes at the left of 3. White kills. They can't escape that one. Nets are impossible to escape. Sorry. It's impossible. And Go. Well, it's time to learn about ladders. Okay. As you see in this picture, here's the first ladder. Black at number 1. That number 1 sign on the top of it starts the ladder to capture the O stone. Now, if the one with the little O around it, if it plays to the left of itself, black will play to the left of that move, and then it'll play up, eventually making something called an Atari, also called a ladder, which will run into the wall and it will be captured no matter what. That's the first ladder I'm going to show you. Here's the next ladder I'm showing you, buddies. If white tries to escape, black can each time play an Atari and white will be captured. Clearly white should see this and not play at number 2. Yeah, that's the Atari from the last picture we just saw. As I told you, that's how I would answer. I told you he would play number 2 left, then number 3 would come left of that, and it'll go up and make a ladder. Then you would just run into the wall and be captured, as you see. Yeah, that's ladders. Let's move on to something else. Hey, we're going into the squeeze tesuji. The other way of capturing stones, buddies. Okay. The squeeze tesuji is a play by which you squeeze the opponent's stone, as you can see in the freaking picture, into an efficient dumpling shape. Often a successful squeeze includes sacrificing one or more of your stones to make your opponent's shape bad first. The squeeze rings out the liberties, which I talked about in the first video, the first Go video, how to play Go, of a group of your opponent's stones by a combination of Atari moves and Atari threats. Squeeze plays are very rewarding and normally quite easy to spot. With a bit more practice, you can also see how to set up a squeeze by forcing your opponent into a bad shape before and conversely, how to avoid being squeezed yourself, you know? Because when you gotta squeeze. But sometimes when you want to squeeze, you don't want to be squeezed. In this example, well, duh, you've been seeing that same picture. After white plays number 1, black invites him to play into the cut with number 2. Now he's like, hey, come on over, you can do it. Yes, you can. And then he sacrifices 4. So he can force his opponent into a bad shape. 4 will be attacked at the turn if 4 is not defended. But 4 is just a sacrifice right now. It's forcing white into a bad move. Bad move. Okay, now let's move on to the next one of squeeze tesuji. Da-na-na. Here's the next squeeze, buddies. Yay! Yay! Okay, I'm sorry I've been saying buddies. I like joking around. Sorry. Okay, now let's watch. In order to force with number 6. Da-na-na. Okay, this is continued. The continued picture. You can see he plays 5. Then he plays number 6. Yeah, black plays right there. And then 7's played to attack the black piece. Then 8's played to take his 3 pieces. Then 9's played after. So that black piece, 7 and 9 got surrounded. It's not dead. 5 and all of its little buddies there are dead. That's the squeeze. Black squeezed white. And black didn't get squeezed. Okay, let's move on to another, on to what happens after that. Yeah, after, no, let's move on to, later on. A new one, yeah. Yeah, a new one. I'm gonna go to a new one. As you guys can see in the picture, I was joking around about a new one. We're still continuing the pressure. Black continues to squeeze white. Squeezy, squeezy, squeezy. Making territory in the progress. You see? Squeeze is a very good thing. It's funny. Da-na-na. Okay, I think I screwed up in the last one. Yeah, let me think. 5, 6. No, I didn't screw up. Yeah. Okay, in this one, you can see the squeeze has been continued, which is kind of odd. Okay, they're still making territory. Let's move on to what happens after all this. Okay, let's move on. Okay, to continue, as you can see in the picture, white is still weak. No, it's not really a surprise. But he still is attacking. He's still trying to defend himself. But he's going down in the end. It's really sad. Really not sad, but this is the final position. And this is all the squeeze I'm going to show you, because there's a ton more squeeze that I can show you, but you know, it'll get a little boring after a little while. We can move on to something else. This is all this tesuji I'm going to teach you right now, because I'm going to take up too much time teaching you all this tesuji. Okay, goodbye.